And we couldn't have gone in this room while Edna was in there, so that was the point of doing that, was to get her out of there. And right here, Ox in.
When did I lose control?
Hey, Doc, let's get ready to blow this joint.
What was that? You! What are you doing?
Hello.
Getting my friend out of here, you nutcase.
Oh.
Okay, that was a little less dramatic than I had expected.
Yes.
Whoa! Let's go, Your Honor.
What? I can't hear you!
You're welcome!
Okay.
Attention citizens. This is an Omega-1 priority alert. Potentially disruptive nonconformists are loose in the courthouse. Please return to your homes until the situation has been resolved. Have a nice day.
Why isn't Moon Juice? Hold on. Why isn't Moon Juice working? Moon Juice work. That's great. It doesn't look like Moon Juice is working now. That's nice.
What do we do now?
I'll have to
Now we
figure
wait
that
for the
out
drive
later.
to clear out so we can make a break for your time machine.
Hey, it's my mom.
Hold on. Does that work? No. So none of them are working? Commands. Custom commands. Okay. Okay, hold on. Hold on, folks. Apologies. We are taking a bit of a break to figure this out because these mod commands need to be able to be used. So, yeah, that needs to happen. Ba-da-bum, bum 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 ba-dum bum bum bum. Sorry. And I'm gonna just be singing that over and over. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, unfortunately, we will. I'll have to look into that after this stream, because I had a bunch of commands and now they've all just vanished into thin air, which is good. You know, don't you like it when your commands just vanish? Oh, come on, stop closing.
Hey,
Don't talk to her. She could give us away.
Where is the DeLorean anyway?
I had the wreck towed to my secret lab near Clayton Ravine.
Clayton Ravine, as in Clara Clayton?
Why? Is that significant?
Well, Clara's kind of supposed to be your wife, so yeah.
Fascinating.
Shouldn't we go help?
Once we go back and change history, none of this will ever happen.
I guess. What the heck was Edna doing to you back there?
She was trying to rebuild my personality from the ground up, erasing the parts she didn't like.
Harsh. All right, Dad.
I mean, that works. Oh, whoops. Sorry.
No offense, Your Honor, but why'd you marry Edna anyway? She's kind of crazy.
Yes, now. But back when we were first dating, her madness was tempered by an ironclad sense of right and wrong. At least, that's how it seemed to me at the time.
Mom, Dad, no!
They'll be fine. Once we repair the time stream, none of this will ever have happened.
I guess you're right.
Looks like the coast is clear.
Great! Let's go fix the DeLorean.
I'm afraid I'll have to do that without you, Martin.
What? Why?
Well, from what little I understand of time travel, if you help me rebuild the time machine, your presence in the repair efforts could cause some sort of temporal paradox after we return to 1931.
So what am I supposed to do? Just hang out here in Bizarro Hill Valley until you fix the time machine?
Exactly. But don't worry, if things work out according to plan, you won't even notice I'm gone.
You know, for a second there, you sounded almost as confusing as the real Doc.
See? We're making progress already. See you soon, Martin.
Good luck, Your Honor.
Okay.
Oh, and you might want to stay off the streets for a few seconds.
Stay off the street. Citizen Brown? Emmett?
Waiting for Citizen Brown to repair the DeLorean. Okay.
He's not coming back, you know.
What are you talking about?
Emmett, without me to guide him, he's almost useless. Before I found him, he was a miserable failure who never finished anything. But with me to inspire him, look at what we've built!
Yeah, you've inspired him all right. Inspired him to turn Hill Valley into a bunch of uptight dorks.
I wouldn't expect a delinquent like you to understand.
You think you've inspired Doc? I'll have you know that without you, Emmett Brown is destined to build a time-traveling DeLorean and a flying time train.
Preposterous! Emmett couldn't even build a dog feeder without me to guide him.
Yeah, well, he did that too. Not the only inspiration in Doc's life, you know. In my timeline, he married one of the sweetest women of the 19th century.
Sweetness. Blech. Emmett needs discipline to stay focused. He's so easily distracted.
Honestly, Doc doesn't need Martin's help except for keeping him from dying a few
Okay, Your
times.
Honor. Starting to get a little concerned here.
It worked! Ha ha! 1 second
At least
I'm in
that's what I
present,
think.
The next, I'm 6 months in the
Personally.
past! Amazing!
Because I think Martin
6 months?
saves him twice
It took
in
you
the
6 months to repair the
movies.
time machine?
6
The
months,
second movie's
my
not
family
about Doc, it's
fortune,
about
and a
Small
sketchy
Martin.
deal with a gang of Libyan nationals. But it was all worth
Marty.
it for this moment. Ha ha!
Emmett! Don't do this! You need help!
Oh, blow it out of your exhaust port, dear. Now that I've escaped into the past, your pack of divorce lawyers can't... Martin, how long have you been waiting for me?
A couple of minutes, maybe?
That's curious. I set the repair time circuits to arrive
Sounds
only
fine,
a couple
what?
of seconds
Chris?
after I left. Oh, well. I'm sure there's no need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Here,
What's
Oh.
this?
clothes for our
Oh,
trip.
yeah,
We
why
can't
wouldn't
have
he
you
sound
traipsing
okay?
around 1931 in that ridiculous outfit.
Wait, our trip?
You didn't think I was going to let you erase the worst mistake of my life without my help, did you?
Oh, poor Edna. Yeah, I know she's mean, but geez, that's harsh.
Leave!
That's harsh, right in front of her.
I'll ruin you, Emmett! I run this town!
Ran this town. Bye, Edna. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Prepare to stop. I mean, he did stop.
Time circuit set for August 26, 1931. You ready to go, Your Honor?
Call me, Doc.
So also, one of the things that Telltale did here is they technically killed the old Doc Brown, meaning the Doc Brown that is in the movies is not going to be the same one that's ended here, and this is the closest thing we'll ever get to a Back to the Future 4. So it's just kind of crazy to think about, in my opinion.
This is where I last
Jeez,
saw
how many
him.
Frankenstein
You,
posters do you
teenage
need?
you. You were headed this way, arm in arm with Edna.
Luckily, my erstwhile wife was never the type to kiss on a first date. If we work fast and stay focused, we can see to it that our relationship never moves beyond the hand-holding stage. Well, will you look at that? The old town theater.
Yeah, Frankenstein, the only thing that's ever been playing at this theater, with 4 posters of Frankenstein.
Very cool.
I haven't thought about this place in years. The missus made me tear it down back in '71. Said the movies were corrupting the younger generation. It was all nonsense, of course. I spent countless evenings here in my youth, and it never turned me into a hoodlum. Say, remember Public Enemy? Why, you dirty rat, no good yellow-bellied stool? I never did manage to see Frankenstein, though.
But you're going to. That's what we're here for, remember?
Right, of course. The film that was supposed to set off a chain reaction in my imagination, inspiring with a notion that would launch my scientific career.
You've still got no memory of what that notion was?
Well, how could I? It happened in the brain of a different Emmett Brown, an Emmett Brown now erased by the shifting sands of time. Luckily for us, I do know something about my own brain, having lived in it for the past 70-plus years. Once we get my younger self re-inspired by that movie, nothing will distract him from his proper... Great Scott, will you look at that?
The town square?
It's just like I remember it, only
It's
dirty.
supposed to be weird for him.
Oh, the old courthouse.
Come on now, Doc. You need to go inside and check it out. First rule of time travel, Doc, never allow your other self to catch sight of you. It can cause reality to collapse or something.
You mean?
Right behind you. Don't peek. Go on. I'll let you know when you're gone. And don't forget, you're Carl Sagan,
The billions and billions guy?
the suspected arsonist.
Huh?
Just go with it.
Okay, and now we are back here again. Which again, this is the point where they really like going back to in this game, which is okay. It's not a bad point, but it's not like third episode was my favorite. I'd say. It's just my personal
Harry,
opinion, though.
You do show up at the oddest moments. Where have you been hiding?
1986.
Oh, you know, here and there. You're a little hard to pin down yourself. I went looking for you last night, but...
I believe I was off entertaining a beautiful lady. You know, I never really got a chance to thank you.
Well, I'm sure you would have escaped Kid on your own.
Kid? Oh, sure, I'm grateful for that, but no, I'm talking about Edna. It's funny to think of now, but until that crisis, I actually thought Edna and I disliked one another.
You know, you should,
Imagine.
yeah. Forget Edna.
Yeah, well, we make a lot of mistakes when we're not seeing straight. The thing is, you shouldn't let Edna distract you from, the business at hand. Finishing your project for the expo and going to see Frankenstein.
Oh, pshaw. I'm far too busy for movies these days.
But,
And as for my project, it's practically done.
the rocket car?
The rocket car? Boy, are you out of date. I've junked a rocket car.
But,
More trouble than it's worth. I'll never figure out a propulsion system that does what I want it to do. And besides, its social utility is practically non-existent.
social utility? Since when do you care about
The mental alignment meter is a much more worthy project.
the what?
It was Edna's
The
idea,
what?
and she's really been
Oh.
cracking the whip to get me to complete it in time for the expo.
Emmett, I'm a little confused here. What day is it?
Why, it's opening day. The opening day of the expo. Which reminds me, I'd better skedaddle back to the lab. If Edna catches me dawdling, there'll be heck to pay. Catch you around, Callahan.
October 12th. Doc?
I think we're a few months late. Just maybe a little. Tiny bit.
Come to think of it, it is a bit brisk for August.
Oh, we're 2 months late. The expo's about to start and Teenage You is already in over his head with Edna.
I always did have a tendency to plunge into things.
Let's plunge into the DeLorean and get to the right date.
No, it's far too risky. Remember how I was late picking you up in '86?
Yeah?
That should have been a tip-off. Something is horribly wrong with the time circuits, and the problem appears to be getting worse. If we try to jump now, we could find ourselves stranded in the Cenozoic age. Or worse, the Mesozoic.
Then we're stuck?
For the time being, I'll look into the problem and see what I can do. In the meantime, you can go to work on the other problem.
Right. I'll go to the lab and see if I can talk Teenage You out of...
Impossible. If young me is already as infatuated as you say, you're not going to be able to talk him out of anything. Believe me, I remember. Better to focus on the more clear-headed half of the couple.
Edna. Where can I find her?
Where do you think? I'll drive. The DeLorean should still function adequately as a means of conveyance in the first 3 dimensions.
Did anyone understand what he said? It would still work in the first 3 dimensions. Did he just mean a car? As a car? No Valley High School. Administration. Oh, you.
You were right. There she is.
My soon-to-be ex-future wife is nothing if not predictable.
Do I really have to talk to her? I mean, couldn't I just hang out until you fix the time circuits and...
Oh!
I'll talk to her. You better get
Okay,
the
Chris,
DeLorean out
you
of
need to
sight
get
before
back.
someone...
Hey, you! Quit blocking the drive! All car of the future contestants need to report to the North Tent.
Why not? Good luck!
Hello, OM Racer 6. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I don't think I've seen you here before, so if you are new, welcome. Welcome, welcome. And yeah, that was a bit of a lag. What's over here? So that is closed right now. Is that closed too? Yeah, both of those are closed. So, Edna.
Spell it B-R-O-W-N. It's not exactly an obscure name.
I still don't see it on the list. I'm sorry.
Oh, for the love... Let me try this one more time. This is the Hill Valley Science Expo, right?
First annual.
Indeed. The purpose of our fair is to showcase cutting-edge technology.
That's right. And to burnish Hill Valley's reputation as a forward-thinking community.
And yet, you want to exclude the maker of the most revolutionary breakthrough of all.
It's not that I want to, but... Oh, dear.
Mr. Callahan, you do pop up at the oddest times. What are you doing here?
I need to...
Whatever it is, I hope you don't have to deal with Mr. Stonewall here. His sole function seems to be preventing people from accomplishing their business. Honestly, with him keeping the books, it's a wonder the Tannen gang got as far as they did. Have you seen Emmett?
Yeah, just now, in the town square.
Oh, then you've heard all about his big breakthrough, the mental alignment meter. Isn't it exciting? And to think, he didn't even realize the import of his discovery until I pointed it out to him. I've never known anyone like him, so oblivious to his own potential.
I kind of wanted to talk to you about Emmett and his potential.
Funny, I didn't spot it myself at first. In fact, for the longest time, I thought I didn't even like him.
I hit my keyboard.
Yeah.
First impressions are
You know, those gut instincts are important. If you disliked him right off the bat.
Oh, but I didn't know him then. Now I know him inside and out.
Yeah, but...
I appreciate your concerns, Mr. Callahan, but I can take care of myself. I know what I'm looking for in a man, and it so happens Emmett fits the bill to a T. That's Emmett Brown. Rhymes with clown, which I'm beginning to think you are.
Just a simple mix-up, I'm sure.
I've no doubt of that.
Ahem. You said that Emmett fits your bill of requirements for a man.
Yes?
What would that list be exactly?
Welcome back, Chris.
You'd make a good reporter, Mr. Callahan. You know that? Well, his physical appearance for one thing. Emmett may not be Clark Gable, but he cleans up surprisingly well. I gave him my grandfather's white suit to wear at the expo.
I saw it.
Oh, you should see him in it. He looks positively radiant.
Looks good in a suit. Got it.
And he's completely devoted to me. That's important. I've got no time or tolerance for playboys.
Faithful as a Labrador. Check.
Thirdly, and most important...
Yes?
Well, his mind, of course. It's brilliant, and it's virtuous through and through. His own mind map shows him to be a model citizen.
Good brain, I see. And if it turned out that you were mistaken about any of these qualities...
Say, what's your game?
Just curious, just trying to understand the female mind.
Well, understand this. I'm not some faint-hearted girl who'd run away at the first hint of trouble.
Okay.
I've made a big investment in Emmett. Not money, but I've sunk all my ambitions into him. I'd have to be thoroughly disillusioned before I'd call it quits with Emmett. Got it?
Uh-huh.
Got it.
Now, Mr. Cub Reporter, is there anything else?
It's a chick magnet. Nope, I'm good.
That's all the questions I got.
Very well, then.
Hey, Audie. You seen my Oriole?
You mean this?
Yeah, thanks.
She gets to come and go freely, and I'm forced to wait. I love it.
Hey, excuse me.
Yeah?
When does the expo
Not
open?
till tonight. Anybody without official business here, please get off the grounds! You got official business here?
Yeah.
Well, stay out of the way of the workers. You look familiar. Do I know you?
Nope.
Okay, so one of the tents should be open now, I think. Nope, not yet. I guess I can go over and talk to Doc, possibly, or maybe Trixie.
To all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who... Oh, hiya, kid. Say, aren't you the fellow who...
Got you to turn on Kid Tannen? You bet.
You look younger without your mustache. That was a dirty trick, you know, making me think Kid had gone and iced Audie.
I'm sorry, but it was the only way I could...
Forget about it. I'm trying to. Yesterday's in the past. That's my motto. You gotta live for today.
Right.
So what are you doing down here anyway? Do you wish to pull the levers that control the future? At the expo, silly. Technology for a better tomorrow and all that.
Oh, yeah, that's actually why I'm here. Listen, I've got a proposal for you. I have this friend, right?
No dice. I'm only seeing Audie now.
It's not like that. See, my friend's in a relationship with Edna Strickland.
Oh, poor schmuck. I wouldn't wish her on anyone.
Then you see where I'm coming from. He won't listen to reason, but I thought she might call it off if she thought he and you were, you know.
Ah, you are an evil imp, ain't ya?
Sometimes a guy's gotta resort to underhanded tricks. What do you say?
Sorry.
Ah.
Edna might be a pill,
Sorry?
but if I
She's
play
Canadian.
dirty tricks on every dame who disapproves
She's
of
Canadian.
me, well, I'd play a lot of dirty
The heck?
tricks.
I didn't know she was
Besides,
Canadian.
Such stunts are beneath the dignity of Techne, Muse of Progress.
Could I say, are you Canadian?
See ya, Trixie.
From this chamber of wonders, we bid you a fond adieu.
I never noticed that before. Nothing.
The brown place is on Riverside Drive. Way too far to go on foot. I wonder how Doc's coming with the DeLorean.
That's the cue to go check in with Doc. Bum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum bum bum.
Ah, good. You're back. Give me the full report.
She says she likes you because you've got a virtuous mind, you look good in a suit, and you're completely faithful to her.
Damn, she's got me dead to rights. Well, you'll just have to find a way to change her mind. I'll be here if you need any help. Do you need any help?
I'll be here if you need any help. Do you need any help?
Have you figured out what's wrong with the time circuits?
Not sure. Possibly. It seems to me to be a simple wiring issue, but I'm double-checking to make sure. All the basic equipment appears to be functional.
Any chance I could borrow the DeLorean? I want to drop in on young you at the lab.
Well, I don't know. The time circuits...
Listen, I promise I won't take it to 88.
Even so, I'm worried about letting it out of my sight while it's still behaving unpredictably. Tell you what, I'll take it on a test drive 1 minute into the past. If it passes the test, I'll let you borrow it.
It worked! Didn't it?
I'm afraid not. In fact, the discrepancy appears to be getting worse. I arrived 6 hours ago.
Oh, too bad.
I didn't want to risk undoing any of the work you've done thus far, so I kept out of sight. But the time lag wasn't entirely a waste. I stopped by the hardware store and bought the parts for a chronometric analyzer.
A what?
A diagnostic device. See, I plug it into the time circuits and set them to cycle. When the green light goes off, I should have the data I'll need to understand the scope of the problem.
Hey, no driving the exhibits off the lot!
Looks like you'll have to find another set of wheels if you want
Can
to
we
get to the lab.
knock that guy unconscious, please? Can we knock a guy unconscious because his name is just Guy? Guy. Okay, so now this is open, so now we're gonna press...
And after the rain, what else? An artificial rainbow, reassuring all the good people of Hill Valley that their
apparently-
needs are taken care of, and life is sweet.
I don't think I've... Just borrowing it.
Sure. Sure, just borrowing it.
Pleasant dreams, Hill Valley. And the Expo would like to remind you that you can find everything you need to transform your dreams into reality at Howell's Hardware, reassuring all the good people of Hill Valley that their needs will take care of fresh air, vacation, and want better excursions with us 50 years into the future for a peek at Hill Valley circa 1981. Pleasant courtesy of Howell's Hardware, and the Expo would like to remind you that you can find everything you need to transform your dreams into reality at fresh air, vacation, reassuring all the better excursions of but where are all the people? Why, they're underground. A network of birds.
They're underground.
My future wouldn't be built so shoddily.
Hi, Miss Strickland. I was just...
Break what you like, Mr. Callahan. It's no skin off my nose. Just keep away from Emmett's booth. Speaking of whom, I better go see what's keeping him.
You should stay here.
What?
I mean, you want to deal with that situation at the registration booth.
Oh, that. We finally found that form. It was in my purse.
But
not another word. I've got the rest of the day all mapped out.
Miss Strickland!
I'm sorry, I don't recognize you. Heavens, you shaved off your hair, but Carl Sagan?
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
I'm not sure it would be seemly for me to be seen in the company of an alleged arsonist.
I think it may be in your best interest. You see, I know what you're up to.
Let's go somewhere where we can talk privately.
Okay.
Go. I'll keep her occupied till you get back.
Okay, thanks, Doc.